Hi, I'm Frank from Galileo Capital. Living annuity or life annuity? This is one of the biggest financial decisions retirees in South Africa have to make. And unfortunately, it's often misunderstood. Many retirees don't fully understand the difference. Some are told one is safer. Others are told one gives more control. But very few people are shown the trade-offs clearly. Today I want to explain both options in plain language so you can understand exactly how they work, what the risks are, and who each one is really suited for. Let's start with the basics. When you retire from a pension fund, provident fund, or retirement annuity, you typically have three choices. You can take a partial lump sum, you can buy a living annuity, or you can buy a life annuity, which is also called a guaranteed annuity. A living annuity keeps your money invested. A life annuity converts your money into a guaranteed income for life. That's the core difference. With a living annuity, your capital remains invested in markets. You choose how it's invested, you choose how much income to draw each year within legal limits, and whatever is left when you pass away can go to your beneficiaries. With a life annuity, you hand your capital over to an insurance company. In return, they promise to pay you a guaranteed income for the rest of your life. You no longer control the capital. In most cases, there's no remaining capital for your heirs unless you structure guarantees into the contract. So one gives you control and flexibility, the other gives you certainty and guarantees. Let's talk about income. With a living annuity, you must draw between 2.5% and 17.5% each year. And you can change that percentage once a year. If markets perform well and you draw conservatively, your capital can last a long time. But if you draw too much or markets perform poorly early on in retirement, you can run out of money. There is no guarantee. Your income continues only as long as your capital lasts. With a life annuity, the income is guaranteed for life. It doesn't matter what markets do, it doesn't matter how long you live. The insurance carries the longevity and investment risk. That guarantee can provide enormous peace of mind. But there's a trade-off. With a life annuity, you lose flexibility. You cannot change the income. You cannot withdraw more capital next year. And unless you build in specific features, there may be no capital left for your beneficiaries. Now let's talk about risk. With a living annuity, you carry the investment risk. If markets fall sharply early in retirement and you continue drawing income, your capital can be permanently damaged. This is known as sequence of return risks. It's one of the biggest dangers for retirees using living annuities. You also carry the longevity risks. If you live much longer than expected and draw too much, you can outlive your capital. With a life annuity, those risks move to the insurance company. They pool the longevity risk across many retirees. If you live to 95 or 100, the income continues. That's the power of the guarantee. But remember, guarantees come at a cost. A life annuity income is calculated using interest rates, life expectancies, assumptions, and insurer pricing. Once locked in, it can't be adjusted. Let's consider inflation. With a living annuity, your investments can grow over time. If structured correctly, income can increase and potentially keep up with inflation. With a life annuity, you must choose upfront whether you want a level income, an income that increases each year by a fixed percentage, or one that escalates with inflation. The more protection you build in, the lower your starting income will be. Again, it's a trade-off. Now, let's talk about beneficiaries. With a living annuity, whatever capital remains at death goes to your nominated beneficiaries. They can take it as a lump sum, they can continue to receive the income, or they can restructure it. With a standard life annuity, the income stops when you pass away. Unless you've selected a guaranteed term or spouse's pension option, there may be no remaining benefit. For retirees with strong legacy intentions, this matters. So who is a living annuity best suited for? Generally, it suits retirees who have a moderate to large retirement capital, who are comfortable with some investment risk, who want flexibility, and who leaving capital to their heirs is important. It also suits retirees who are disciplined with drawdown rates and who review their strategy annually. And who is a life annuity or guaranteed annuity best suited for? It suits retirees who want certainty above all else. Those who worry about outliving their money, those who prefer a predictable monthly income, and those who may not want to manage investments later in life. It can be particularly powerful for covering essential living expenses. In reality, many retirees don't have to choose only one. A blended approach is often sensible. For example, a life annuity can cover essential monthly expenses like food, utilities, and medical aid. A living annuity can then provide flexibility for discretionary spending like travel or legacy planning. This combination allows you to balance certainty with control. Before making this decision, retirees should ask a few critical questions. How important is a guaranteed income to me? How comfortable am I with market volatility? Do I want to leave capital to my children? How much flexibility do I need? What level of income do I absolutely require to live comfortably? There is no universally correct answer. There is only what fits your circumstances, your risk tolerance, and your retirement goals. The key mistake is choosing based on fear alone. Some retirees choose living annuities because they fear losing control. Others choose life annuities because they fear market crashes. Both decisions, if driven purely by emotion, can lead to regret. This is not about choosing the best annuity. It's about choosing the right structure for your retirement. If you found this explanation helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It helps us reach more South African retirees who are trying to make careful, informed decisions. If you'd like deeper insights and practical guidance, you can also sign up for our newsletter using the link in the description below. We share regular retirement-focused articles and updates designed specifically for retirees. And if you have questions about living annuities, life annuities, or any retirement topic you'd like us to consider, please put them in the comment section below. We read all of the comments and we'll try and answer them in future videos. My goal is simple: to help South African retirees make calm, confident financial decisions. Until next time.